Hey, Aaron Adams here. Thank you for joining me today. Over the next 30 to 45 minutes, I'm going to break down for you the strategies that I have been utilizing to monetize, make money, do deals as a result of COVID, as a result of the real estate ramifications that have been happening. So I want to break each of those down for you in detail so you can move forward, so you can see, if it makes sense for your market and weigh it out. I have some slides here that let me bring them up. Switch over to a picture in picture for you here. Okay, so on the screen, let me put this in slide mode. We're good to go. And there we go. Okay. So there's four very specific strategies I want to break down for you today. One is a mobile home application, one is a foreclosure application, one is commercial, and one is Airbnb. Each have different pros and cons. I'm going to share those with you as well. Really kind of help orient you so that you can say, will this work in my market? Will this not work? Will this work based on my knowledge, my expertise, and then potentially move forward on them. So let's dig right into the first one, and we mentioned it on the presentation that we did, flipping a mobile home for quick cash. Whenever I have taught this strategy to investors, I get a really a phenomenal response. And let me start by explaining this strategy by telling a story. I had an investor of mine call me last week. We're talking about a really bright guy with a lot of experience who has done a lot of deals. And a savvy investor. He's one of my clients. I've sold properties to him. I've worked with him for a while and really knows what he's doing. His name's Eric. And he called me excited. He said, Aaron, that mobile home strategy you laid out for me worked like a charm. And I am now just flipped a home. And I said, all right, well, walk me through it. He said, so I found a home for $5,000 in a park in Salt Lake. I spent about $7,000 on the home. So I was into it 12 and sold it cash for 35. So let me do something here. I'm going to create a blank slide and put it here for you so that I can write some stuff on the screen. So let me put this in draw mode. So let me walk you through the numbers on that deal. So 5K, he bought it. Okay, 7K rehab. All in 12K. Those are his big picture numbers. Now, he marketed it, sold it for 35K cash. So his profit was $23,000. So he got his 12K back plus another 23. That was the cash offer, all right. And his cash on cash return was 191%, and it took him about 3 months. So imagine as an investor you're able to make, do 4 of those deals a year. Imagine what that could do for your money for your future. I'm going to walk you through the big picture of how to do that today. Why is this a COVID strategy? Because COVID has created a very unique housing shortage. Monthly inventories is a number that I track on a regular basis. So I look at a market like Charlotte or Salt Lake. Let's talk Salt Lake to see why this is interesting for Eric. So Salt Lake City is a hot market. It's an expensive market. Median home prices are close to $250,000. And if you went back a year ago in Salt Lake City, the average amount of home inventory sitting on the market was about 6 months supply. So if you look at the number of listings on MLS, and if those all sold, on average, how long would it take to sell those? Typically, most real estate markets over the last 20 years, we average about a 4 to 6 month supply. In a really down market, that can increase to 7, 8, or 9 month supply like it did in 2009. But for the last few years, it's been trending around 6 months. By COVID hit, and the result was